The R1 has a hotkey feature which is similar to that found on the CDJ-2000 Nexus. The hotkeys allow you to jump to any point within the track without interrupting playback. You've got a hotkey section on each deck, and to use it, make sure you're in hotkey mode. Then when the track's playing, just press A, B and C. So when they're recorded, the buttons will light up. I've recorded a kick, a hi-hat and a clap. So what we can then do is when the track is playing, we can just press one of these buttons and instantly it will jump to that point in the track. So when you do set these, the R1 will save them. If you use CDs, it will save them to the R1's memory, and that will save 3 cue points per CD for up to 1,000 CDs. The Rekordbox USB key that I'm using will automatically save the hotkeys 3 per track for any of the tracks you've got on there. Once we've got these hotkey points saved, we can recall them later. So I'll load the same track on this deck here. Then once that's loaded in, just press the call button, and then the 3 cue points will flash. So just press each one of those to load it in. And then exactly the same as it was here, I've got a kick, a hi-hat and a clap. So if you want to change them, or just re-record it if it's a bit wrong, just hold down Shift and then touch the cue point you want to delete. So if I want to delete A, the light then turns off, and I can either just hit the button again to re-record it, or I can scrub through the track and find the exact point that I want. So that's all been set there. Because they have been saved to the USB key, I can then take that USB key, plug it into Rekordbox on my computer, and I can re-import those cue points into my Rekordbox library. So if I click on Devices, when the USB key shows up, just right-click it and click Update Collection, and it will then bring those cue points back in. So just to prove that, we'll go into Collection, load the track up, and then you can see the cue points are there. So we can then use Rekordbox as well to recreate these cue points. I can press the X button in the hotkey section just here to delete them, and you'll see them delete from the waveform up here. And I can re-record them in exactly the same way. Just as the track's playing, I can press A, B or C. The shortcut for that as well is function 1, function 2 and function 3. So you can re-record it, or I can scrub through the track manually, and I can use the cursor keys to get really accurate if I want as well. Then just press the hotkey buttons. Once these have been recorded, if I re-export that track back to that USB key, I can then take that USB and plug it into the R1. So go back into Devices, click Eject, and for the R1 as well, that will create a library for that device. There's more information about creating libraries in our Rekordbox tutorial. So I'll click Eject and it's now creating the library. Once that's ready, I'll plug it back into the R1. This USB key will work with any of our Rekordbox ready gear as well. We can then load the track, and then when we recall those cue points, they're all going to be reset from where they've been set within Rekordbox. So simple as that. You can create them on the R1, or you can create them in Rekordbox.